Singularity 6 has copyright stricken a YouTuber, and it's obviously the end of the world. I guess I should explain some things, huh? So last week, a YouTuber named Danneh released a video where they talked about some upcoming things in Palia that weren't officially announced yet. This usually isn't a massive deal in the gaming space, but one of the things that they included in their video was a short 5 to 6 second clip from some of the content that they alleged that Palia was going to be bringing in the future. And this is where the big no-no happened. You see, the gameplay footage that was shown on screen, like any gameplay footage that you collect in the game if you play, is copyrighted by the developers by default. And this is true for any and every game, not just Palia. Technically speaking, every video using a game asset can be taken down, as shown by Nintendo multiple times over the last decade, which is why this video is me statically sitting here. I hope you like listening, because nothing's really going to change. Someone at Singularity 6 didn't like the video, and they felt the need to take it down, thus proving that it wasn't an elaborate fake and was probably partially real. Good job. So, that's the general story behind the takedown. But how do I make Singularity 6 look like the bad guys in this situation, since that's my job all the time? For that, I'll go back to my favorite criticism that I've had with this studio for the past 2 years: communication. If you don't know, copyright strikes on YouTube are a very serious issue. If you get 3 of them, your channel just poofs into the ether without any warning, and there's not really much that you can do about it. Also, strikes aren't the only way to, have a video taken down on YouTube. It's just the fastest, loudest, and most damaging to the individual creators. The alternative was that Singularity 6 could have filed a copyright claim against the video, which would notify the creator, demonetize the video, and also would have given them time to challenge the claim. No strike is necessarily involved in this process unless the creator doesn't remove the video. So why did Singularity 6 feel the need to do a strike instead of a boring claim, or even email the creator to take it down? First, they don't really know how the creator will respond to civil requests, and they really wanted that video taken down. Second, it wouldn't be as fast as striking the content since it's immediately just taken off. And third, and what is usually the correct answer in these cases, claims and takedowns don't send as much of a threat or a warning to other creators that they want. I mean, you can pick your reason. Since Singularity 6 doesn't really talk about stuff, I'll let you choose. What do you think the reason is? Speaking of not talking about stuff, over the weekend I got partially monetized here on YouTube, and this means that I have access to super chats, super thanks, Superman, channel memberships, and the ability to link my shop to my YouTube videos. I don't have a shop, but it's nice to know that I have the opportunity to, But super thanks and super chats and memberships are now live, and we launched 3 tiers of the membership. A $1 tier that gets your name featured in the credits, a $3 tier that gets that, plus early access to most videos after this one, and a $5 tier that gets both of those and allows you to suggest games or topics for me to cover in the future. And my next video, and the one that was supposed to be here today if I wasn't feeling sick, well, it would have been the first suggestion. All of this is a work of progress, and I'm hoping to pull it off well and all that. If you don't want to give me money but you have Amazon Prime, you can always do the Twitch Prime sub, and that'll count as at least a $1 tier for now, because I don't know how to roll out the other tiers for you. Oh yeah, so what was shown off in that video that was so important that Singularity 6 had to copyright strike someone over it? Again, I have been a talking head this entire video. I have not showed clips from the game, or Danneh's video, or their new video where they talked about the strike that is linked below in the description. And that's so that I can talk about this real quick without too much worry. You see, talking about stuff isn't really copyrightable, but showing stuff is. The video in question was primarily about things that were data mined or cheated to in the game, which haven't been released or announced publicly yet. The big talking point was around a festival surrounding the chapas, those cute furry creatures that we hunt by the thousands. The clip showed a minigame, an in-game store like any that you would find in the shops, and a few decorations around, but really not much else. Honestly, it looked like a festival that was pretty early in development, but considering that, it might fit into the game quite well as is, and that my viewers videos and also Singularity 6 is what we call the Streisand Effect. You see, if they had just silently taken down the video with a claim or by requesting them to take it down, this video wouldn't exist. But because they came out there with the strike with the intent to basically warn everybody in the world about what will happen to their channels if you don't fall in line, yeah, that sounds like a call to war to me. See, Danneh isn't a big YouTuber, their voice wasn't that loud, and mine's honestly much, much smaller, but some of us aren't afraid of the dark. And here are some people who help make these videos possible, and if this video suddenly disappears from the channel, you know why. Thanks for watching.